10 Ways to Overcome Infidelity in a Relationship. Infidelity is defined as the act of being unfaithful to one's romantic partner, and this single factor can easily destroy even the strongest foundations in long-term relationships. However, this doesn't mean that you should easily give up, especially if you still both want to make it work. If your relationship is suffering from the aftermath of a cheating spouse or even just being threatened by the fear of infidelity, then this article is for you. 1. Understand what is causing the problem. Finding the root cause of the problem is the first step in overcoming any obstacles in a relationship. To resolve the issue regarding infidelity, it's important that you know and you understand the reason behind it. For starters, learn to ask the right questions. More importantly, don't easily put the blame on your partner. Evaluate the situation so that you'll know which approach to take as a couple. 2. Don't dwell on the past. People make mistakes, but it doesn't mean that they can't improve and change. When you or your partner committed something as terrible as cheating, you shouldn't think about it often. What happened has happened, and if you decided to give your relationship one more try, you should also do your best to focus on the present and look forward to your future. 3. Avoid making assumptions. Before you become suspicious and start overthinking, you should always ask questions first. If you're always assuming anything and making conclusions based on these suspicions, there's a possibility that your partner will be finally annoyed and too fed up that he or she might actually do exactly what you've been trying to accuse them of. Trust is very important in any relationship, and when you're constantly being suspicious, it just shows that you don't trust your partner at all. 4. Give your relationship a chance. It is true that once a relationship has been tainted with dishonesty and betrayal, it's difficult to bring back the trust and feeling of security that you once had. However, if you really value and want your relationship to survive, you'll give it another chance. It is okay to feel betrayed and hurt, but your relationship deserves a chance, especially if your partner is doing her best to become a better person and a better partner. 5. Believe in your love for each other. To avoid future problems and in order to finally move on from past issues, it is important that you believe in your love for each other. Have faith in your partner and trust that your love is greater than anything. If you truly love each other, you will overcome whatever it is that life throws at you, simply because you're afraid to lose each other and you don't want your relationship to end. 6. Focus on the good things. Focusing on the negative things will make you feel dissatisfied with your relationship, and it could lead you to do unacceptable things in a relationship, such as cheating. Instead of criticizing your partner and making him feel less of himself, why don't you help him improve? You should be there for him, to help and to guide him as much as possible. If you don't like something about your partner, talk to them and find out if you can make a compromise. Don't look for the qualities that you can't find in your partner in other people. Instead, learn to love what you have and teach them how to be better. 7. Don't bring up the past mistakes just to win a fight. It's not your fault if you can't forget the mistakes of the past, but it's not also your partner's fault that you can't forget it. However, sometimes, you don't need to say everything that's on your mind, even if it's true, especially if you just want to win an argument. If you know that your partner is doing her best to change, then you also have to do your best to make the situation better. If you're the one who committed a mistake, don't overthink and never let the past mistakes ruin what you have now. 8. Try your best to forgive. Forgiving someone is a long and trying process, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. If your partner has done something bad, you have every right to get hurt, feel disappointed, and distance yourself a bit. This is your way of protecting yourself. But while you're feeling hurt and betrayed, remember that you shouldn't have to carry these negative feelings forever, and the only way to let them go is through forgiveness. If you're the one who made a mistake, Learn to forgive yourself as well, because if you don't, it will only make you feel worse and won't benefit your relationship. 9. Find optimism in the midst of doubts. In the face of infidelity, you might think that your relationship no longer has the chance to rise from this darkness. However, you have to convince yourself that it's going to be alright as long as you're both there working together to create a better and happier tomorrow for your relationship. Sometimes, all you have is hope, and believe me, it's enough. Your optimism and positive thinking that better days will come are powerful enough to save your relationship. 10. Help each other become the best version of yourselves. Contentment is the biggest key to prevent and overcome infidelity. Once you're happy and satisfied with what you are and what you have, you won't feel the need to look for something or someone that can make you feel happier. That's why it's important to help each other become the best version of yourselves. Encourage each other to try and do things that can improve your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Regardless of how a mistake has hurt you and your relationship, it's not yet too late to fix what is broken. Don't easily give up on what you have already built with the person you love just because you didn't know what to do. Remember these pieces of advice and let them give you the courage to try again.